So we'll have been married 13 years in January. And I feel like it's so interesting how we do balance each other out so well. And the seasons where things are, one child, or for example, like when the twins were not fully talking yet, and there was it was a whole lot of like like grunting, and they're so frustrated that they can't find words, and they're also like going towards danger at the same time, and you're having to like pick which one, if it's just you, is headed towards the more dangerous thing. And that for me brought on, I was very nervous. Like, it was a hard season for me with them having two at once at the same stage, trying to manage that and keep them safe and sleeping and fed and all of the things. He was cool, calm, and collected through that. And then when Isley hit a place where her feelings got really big, and I'm like, bring her, like, give me all the feelings, like, let's talk about, so I feel like right when each child is kind of hitting a new leap or shift, one of us is ready with open arms, and then the honesty to go, I'm tagging out right now. Like, that's the other thing too, where we just can look at each other across the room and know, like, I'll hop in for you right now. Like, go get what you need. Cause I think that's the thing with teammating and partnering and parenting is a lot of it, honestly, a lot of my deepest work around it is being honest when I just need a minute. Because if I don't allow that for myself, I totally lash out at them in unfair ways, and it still happens even when I've asked for a minute and I've gotten it, and I come back and I still don't have my attitude right. But I will say, like, having that relationship and that honesty and that open communication to be able to just say, like, okay, I'm not going to be my best self unless I just go have 5 minutes, and I appreciate that, and appreciate that there's no judgment from him in that, and vice versa. And I think, there have been seasons of our life, especially since the twins came along, where it has felt like very overwhelming, and how can we do this? But I will say this season that we're in right now is just precious, and it's still hard. It's a lot of different extracurricular activities that we're going separate directions, and we're trying to build them up and encourage who they're becoming and what they want to experience and explore, what they love, sports, arts, all of it. But I will say, like, they're so much fun. They're so much fun right now. And I'm very, very grateful that I have a partner who there's just mutual respect and open communication, and getting to walk this parenting journey with him, because it's a journey. To go a step further, I mean, when we got pregnant with our twins, he became a stay-at-home dad. So he's been a stay-at-home dad since the twins were born, and went back to school to get his master's when they started preschool. So he's been working on a few things over the last couple of years, but I mean, stay-at-home dad, just here for all of it. I mean, a girl dad, there's so much estrogen in our house. I'm the gratitude I feel in my heart and for him and our marriage, and where we are now, but even what's to come, I feel so lucky that he chose me. I really do. I feel so lucky. We do. We try to have a date night at least once a month. And sometimes it ends up being like we have a 2 times a month we go out and we have a small group with another, like a group of couples, and it's a 40-minute drive there and home. And so sometimes it's the 40-minute drive there and home that we get to just talk and share and be with each other. And then for our anniversary, we're going to be in Colorado. We're going to go do a couples trip there, just get away and kind of just clear our head. And I think brainstorm and dream for the future. I think that's one thing that if you don't set those times aside and even intentionally, like, almost set up your intentions for your time. It's like we're hitting a season in our life where it's like, okay, what do we want to do for the next 10 to 20 years? We're excited to think about the future and plan for it. And so this I actually saw this another couple, and they're artist friends of mine. It's Drew Holcomb and Ellie Holcomb. They go and they have kind of a trip every year where that's called the State of the Union trip, where they go and they kind of talk about the next calendar year or the next few years and what their goals are as a couple and a family and as artists. And so I'm like, I might have to borrow that. That's a really, really wise intention to have each year with your partner.